こんにちは。実はこの間話してた息止め健康法についてなんですけど、脳外科の先生でフリーダイビングをされている方がいまして、私のこれまでの疑問に答えてもらうのには最適な人なんじゃないかなと思って来ていただいているので紹介したいと思います。はい、さっき話した先生がこちらです。ホニーさんです。Okay, so this is Honey. So he's a brain doctor and a free diver.
I'm a neurosurgeon. Yeah.
Sorry, how do you say that?
Neurosurgeon.
Neurosurgeon.
Yeah, I operate on the brain, peripheral nerves, and spine. The spinal cord and spine. Yeah, anything that has to do with the brain and spine and nerves. That's my job. Yeah. I free dive because I think it makes me a better human being. It makes me a better version of myself. I think when I discovered free diving, I discovered myself. I discovered my body more, my thoughts, and better levels of relaxation. And it's not only a mental goal, but it's a physical goal.
Right.
So setting yourself mental and physical goals in general is good for a human being. So I think free diving is a perfect balance for my life.
So the questions I have today is about health benefit that I think I'm getting from free diving, and I just want to ask you if I'm right or wrong.
Sure, I hope I can answer.
Yeah, like as you say, you think that you're free diving make you a better mentally, physically, both. Yeah. Yeah. So I feel like every time I free dive or even I'm just doing static, holding breath, I feel like there's certain things that I think even non-free diver can apply them to their life to get some benefit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, number one, there's no class 1 evidence in the medical literature to state that there's any benefit in free diving. But that's just talking as a scientist.
Right.
So it's nothing like that.
Right.
But if you ask a lot of free divers, you'll get a bunch of anecdotal stories about control of blood pressure, control of weight, control of panic attacks, anxiety, PTSD. Something that I've seen some people report that to me, but I know there's other free divers, like the free divers I mentioned to you earlier, that they have seen and they have actually applied that to some people, and they actually have feedback of getting better from anxiety and PTSD. And so I'm a true believer that free diving is a therapy. It's a therapy for human beings. Without even class 1 evidence data and scientific, no, I don't have it. But.
Yeah, now you mentioned that, I think that does help a lot with my life, with family, with friends, or businesses. When you face the difficulties, and I feel like I'm better in solving problems now compared to before I free dive.
Really?
Yeah, so yeah, some question that I have prepared, which is kind of kids' questions. So I've asked so many people about this, and a lot of them agree that when I hold my breath to a certain point, it makes me want to go to the toilet. I feel like my colon is starting to activate, and I feel oh, I need to go. Is that something that's doing? Does it have something to do?
Well, I'm not sure about the GI tract. Maybe it may be stimulated by apnea. I'm not sure. I'm sure there is some physiological explanation, but I haven't encountered a lot of people that have told me that. I've encountered free divers that told me about diuresis, going to pee, urinate.
Yeah.
And that's because of the diving reflex.
Right.
The diving phenomenon. So the dive reflex There's flow of blood from your extremities to your core, to your heart, and therefore to your kidneys, and that's more filtration of urine and therefore more production of urine.
So might be the same to your colon as well?
Possibly. It's if you're having contractions, if you're having strong contractions
Right.
of intercostal muscles,
Right,
and that may have some effect as well.
right.
But I haven't encountered a whole alone.
Okay.
So.
Yeah, because I thought if this was true, then like, you know, some people have like constipation problem. So I thought, okay, they might want to try this.
I think Friday is a good idea.
Yeah.
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 But static is a discipline that it's its own universe because it's you depend on your cardiovascular conditioning, your heart and lungs,
Right.
your heart and vessels, blood vessels, arteries. You depend on that to have a good performance
Right.
on static and mentally.
Yeah.
Which is, and also CO2 tolerance to dioxide, carbon dioxide. So that all makes you a better performer for static. So yes, if you set up a goal for static, then you have to work on all those three. You have to work on your mental control of thought, anxiety, CO2 tolerance, stretching, and then cardiovascular. So definitely you have benefits in all of them just by setting up a goal to do, for example, from 4 minutes to 5 minutes to more than 5 minutes static. So just by setting a goal, you're improving in your life in all those areas.
So it's something that should grow more. The sport.
Yes. I promote it to my patients.
Right.
If I'm thinking about work and I go to the pool, when I leave the pool after doing a session of freediving, I feel much better about my thoughts. I'd rather do an apnea session than just swim for health reasons.
Right.
For health reasons. For mental resistance.
Right.
Yeah. Because you get to know, I think you get to know when your thought patterns, what bothers you, what doesn't bother you, how to block it or how to let it go, or how to manage it. You get more comfortable with discomfort, with the discomfort of CO2 increase, hypercapnia. I think maybe I'm biased because I like it.
No, but I agree. Because like every time, I don't know why, but like every time, just static training or even just for a dive, like I feel so good like afterwards.
Yeah.
But I don't know, like I can't explain why it is, but it's just.
As I said, I think it's an innate. Maybe it's a subconscious memory, like Will said in one of the the talks, the first breath hold, your first breath hold ever is when you were in the utero. It was your first apnea.
Yeah.
Because you were alive, you were not breathing, and you felt comfortable. You felt like nurtured.
Yeah.
And so that freediving is like that. So you have to go back to that.
That's interesting.
You have to go back to where you're relaxed, feeling safe, feeling nurtured, feeling at ease with those things.
Yeah.
That's an interesting thought, huh?
Yeah.
When I heard him say that, definitely.
Yeah.
I thought it was really, really cool.
So we all done like the longest breath though before we were born.
Yeah, 9 months, I guess. Huh?
Yeah.
I know, right? I know. But yeah, I don't. Yeah, as I said, I don't have a class 1 evidence, but I tell all my patients to get in the water. Just get in the water. Once you're in the water, you feel better. Your mood's better. The blood pressure may get better. Just it's better, even for joints. As we get older and you start having hip issues, knee issues, and low back issues, every time I get in the water, I feel better when I get out. Yeah, every time. No exceptions. So I'm a firm believer that there's big health benefits in freediving. Yeah. Mental and physical.
Well, thank you very much.
No problem.
That was great.
I hope it was okay. It was simple.
It was really nice. Yeah.
Thank you very much,
Thank
everybody.
you.
Thank you. It's a pleasure being here.
ありがとうございました。
Thank you. Thank you.